A state of emergency continues in Jefferson County, but more people are getting their electricity restored. National Grid with 2,000 recovery workers in northern New York. And that work was more visible today than yesterday. Early in the storm, National Grid said the damage that needed repaired was away from roads, sometimes in wooded areas, and the public wouldn't have seen it. But out of sight didn't mean out of mind. Today, more electrical crews could be seen along major highways and back roads, working in snow in some cases. And the progress evident as we look at current power outages tonight. Improvement in Lewis County for sure, down to 4 customers with no power right now. St. Lawrence County at 1,980 powerless. Jefferson County down from 32,000 at the worst of it, but 5,000 customers still have no power tonight. National Grid says they're hoping it can be restored by 11:30 tonight, but they do admit it could linger into Friday morning.